Hello everybody and welcome back to Path of Exile 2. We're going to be using our freezing guy, our freezing mercenary. I can't remember what he's called. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's see if we... Oh, there's no maps that are good for us on that one. So I guess we'll just do a tier 14 then. So we can live with that. We'll just do a tier 14 because why not? Ooh, I want to do the step. That sounds kind of fun. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll hop in here, we'll clear out a map as quickly as we can. This is just your daily dose of running through maps. I'm not really trying to do I'm not really trying to worry about in-game content. There's plenty of other people out there, plenty of other content creators out there that can do that. I'm just here for those of you who are looking for a quick fix of running through maps. More or less all I'm giving you at this point. Until the next thing drops, there isn't really much in the way of new content. I've been trying new builds, but I don't know. They never just seem to go anywhere for me. I don't know. We'll just go ahead and do our best to run around the map here. We'll get our rapid shot here. We got a freezing rapid shot kind of thing. If you haven't seen this build yet, once the heat builds up and it does a lot of damage, we have Embitter on here. We have Embitter on here that converts a lot of our cold damage, or a lot of our other damage types to fire or cold damage, freezes them. This is intended from the build to be your only ability. You're meant to just walk around using this all the time. I personally don't like having to wait for the charge up, especially when I just have like little packs of mobs and stuff here. So I've modified the build a little bit to give me to use the ice shards here, or the frost shards, whatever it's called. For the most part, this is sufficient to keep packs of mobs and stuff under control until I can get them killed. I find my survivability with this character is much better than the Galvanic Shard build that I was trying. I have since deleted that character because it's just, I don't know, it's too much of a pain in the butt. And this guy. A lot of blue mods on this. I think it told me there was many other magic packs. So I only have like 1,700 life. For the most part, I don't really die that much. At some point, I'll have to go through and do some gear investing, I guess, and try to actually get some health on this character, but for now, unless I run into something where I gotta like, get crazy amounts of chaos damage, this seems to be working out just fine. So right now, we have this character, we have my Lightning Javazon, and we have my Essence Drain Lich. That's more or less all we have now. I guess I could probably go back through and redo a Bone Shatter guy again tonight, because I mean we're not getting a new update until next month. So I may need to add a new character to the rotation, and the Bone Shatter Titan or whatever I end up doing is actually a pretty fun build. So we may go back and do that. Or I may just take the one I have now and just have him on the legacy. Have him on the legacy league. All right. I'll pick that up on the off chance it ends up having I can end up enchanting it with better stuff. Realistically, the odds of that, since it's all RNG, is pretty small. But we'll see. We'll try. I know this build isn't as fast as some of the other ones, especially when you have a bunch of magic monsters and stuff. It's the control aspect of it that I'm really focused on, because this game just has a lot of potentials for one-shots, and it's just something that really irritates the hell out of me. So having a little bit of crowd control is just something that's nice to have. You can freeze. Get off the rocks. Terrain, man. Terrain in these games is just it's so annoying. If you have a little bit of crowd control, you can mitigate some of the incoming damage, and because like a lot of what ends up happening, it's not necessarily the one-shots that kill you, it's the double taps that kill you, and you get double tapped because a big shot comes in, stuns you in place for like a half a second, and that's long enough to lock you in place for the next big hit to come in, and then you get like two shots, like not necessarily one shot. The bosses are more what one-shot you, unless you get onto a map that has like a lot of chaos damage, and you just don't have a lot of chaos. You don't have a lot of chaos resistance, so some of those maps can be pretty hard. I ended up sacrificing a little bit of my fire to get some more chaos res, just so, you know, on those maps where they drop those, like, where they map those, where they drop those, like, slicks of poison or whatever. Ow, see, that kind of stuff. So that wasn't, that's not a one-shot, right? But if I had been locked in place and something else had been incoming, that would have instantly killed me. So, I like having the freezing here. I like having the freezing because it allows me to mitigate some of those random just slamming me with crap things that happen.
All in a day's work.
Okay. So it's kind of a, if I run into a mob, like a rare or whatever that has like crazy amounts of hit points or damage resistance or something like that, I'll switch over. But a lot of times it's faster. A lot of times it's about the same amount of time to kill things by just, you know, burning them down with this. Now, I will say, if you're gonna modify the build to do this, you're gonna need the twin / Gemini / whatever crossbow that the one that gives you the extra bolt so that you can get the double shot. You're basically getting the same benefit of the double shot gem without the penalty. So we don't, because like this right here, it loads an additional bolt. This basically gives you double shot. Without the reload penalty. I don't know though. Now that I'm thinking about it, if I had room, part of me wants to like, try that to see what it would be like. I would have to get rid of... I just want to see what that would be like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see here. We're looking perma shot. Double barrel. So it's going to give me 30% less reload speed if I do that. But this is all that's, I think all that's really going to do, though, is, like, it's just going to give me a third one, right? Like, honestly not sure how I feel about that.
What is it?
Why was it telling me I needed to be quick on my feet?
Hello.
I don't know. Alright, let's get rid of those. We'll take a second and try to see what we can get out of this here. The problem is I can't give up my resistances, so yeah, I knew that was going to happen. It always ends up happening. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want to be able to socket my reload back in. What is a nimble reload? We'll hold on to that for... We'll try this for a minute just to see what it's like, but... I don't know that we're really going to get that much better damage output out of it. Well, I mean, I guess it'll tell me what the damage output is. Hold on. Let's see. What did we do? We did permafrost bolts, and we did double barrel. It says it's the same. I don't know about that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't feel like the reload is that much slower. Like, it's noticeably slower, but it doesn't feel like obnoxiously slower. So I don't know. So like for this guy, I'll switch over to this because I feel like I was trying to. I'll switch over to the actual. I'll switch over to this because once we get the heat built up. So, I don't know. With the attack speed and the reloads, all the reload stuff that we've done in the passive tree, I don't know that the nimble reload is adding that much, and I don't know that the double shot is reduced. Like, basically, I don't know, it's like a 90%, it's like a 90% difference, because we lost the 60% bonus, and then we added another 30% on top of that by doing it this way, so I don't think I could... I mean, I guess I could get rid of the fork, but then... I don't know. We can try it. Because fork is originally supposed to be on our rapid shot, so... I don't know.
Simple enough.
I want the fork back on there. Let's see. Let's put that back on. We had that here. And we'll continue on. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, gotta have the fork on here. The whole point of the fork is for the AoE benefit, and you gotta have that. Crap, crap, crap. I hate this guy. I really don't like those guys. They do way too much damage, and the range on it is just way too far. Okay, but the biggest, for those of you who haven't seen it, the big reason why I want to have this ice shot instead of the other one is that, yeah, I know I'm moving really slow right now, but once I'm done, I can move at full speed and just... Because if you want to keep the rapid shot charged up, you have to, like... You have to sit here, and you basically have to run around the map like this if you want to keep it running. And once you get it charged up, you know, it's nice. It's not too shabby. But then, as soon as you let off of it, the heat just starts dropping precipitously, and it just takes forever to get it back up. Oh, I didn't need that. It just takes forever to get it back up again. If there was a way to, like, drastically increase the speed at which the heat builds up, I'd be interested in that, but... And I also just like the boomstick feel of the ice shard, you know? It's just like... You feel like you're walking into a room and just blasting dudes with, like, a shotgun. It's just something, if you played any kind of first-person shooters, you know that there's just something super satisfying about just running into a room and just blasting away with a shotgun. I mean, it's just super nice. Switch over to this, start building up some heat so we can fight the little rear over here. And that completes the map. Alright. So we'll take another minute or so to just kind of clear out a little bit more of the map. It's all experience points. It's done. Come on. Not too much left to talk about here. We're just clearing out the mobs. Alrighty. I mean, there's still more than 50. a lot of experience points to be had here because there's a lot of extra rares. Or, not rares. It's a lot of extra magic monsters, so that can help out a little bit if you can get that on your maps. As somebody who's not really focused on trying to do, like, the pinnacle content stuff, I don't really care about that stuff. To me, playing video games is just something you do for fun. You know, I'm trying to make money at it, obviously, but... I've never been interested in the grind required to do the in-game stuff. In any game, like even World of Warcraft, back when I like played that seriously, all I ever really did was just level my characters out to the max, play around with it until I got tired with it and moved on to a different character type. And then when a new expansion came out, I would play it a lot just to, you know, play through the new expansions, experience a new story, you know, all that stuff. The end game raids and dungeons and all that stuff, it's just, you know, it required having to team up with people, and I've never been the kind of person who was ever really interested in that aspect of the game. The only reason I play MMOs at all is because they're generally the higher quality games that have enough content in them to play them for long periods of time. So, like World of Warcraft, I played World of Warcraft because I wanted to play World of Warcraft, not because I wanted to play with people. I wanted to experience the Warcraft universe in 3D. All right, that's it for that. I wanted to experience it in 3D, and World of Warcraft was the only way to do that. If they had had a single-player version of World of Warcraft the whole time, I would have only ever played in single-player. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos. I don't think I'm going to hold on to that. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, where you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route. So again, thank you for watching. Be sure to come back for the next video, and I'll see you then.